In this video, we're going to explore how to make some changes, modify your model train parts. So we do want to go through and give you some opportunity to be a little creative and come up with some different things. So here's some tools that might be kind of helpful. One will be under the Modify panel. We do need to change the physical material. As noted by the table that is on the project document, we do need to go through and change that under a plastic, and we're going to be changing that to an ABS plastic. So we're going to go ahead and change that material. Again, making sure that your component is active, you want to go through and grab that material and drop it on there. As far as the color goes, under Modify, you can go to Appearance, and either one of two things. You can go through and make this all one color. So like here under the paint, and let's utilize some, I'll grab the black metallic flake, see if it will take to my part. Maybe not. Let's look at the metallic. There we go. So I'm going to choose black. Now that's to do the entire body or component. If I want to change to individual faces, then maybe I can go through and take a look at some individual faces, such as some of the fillets. By holding Command, I can go through and Command or Control if you're on a Windows machine. I can grab those colors and see where those ones that I selected and drag and drop on there. So there's some accents that I can give. So just onto the fillet areas, or if you want different faces to be colored different ways, that could also gone through and be done as well. So it is up to you which one you would like to go through and see. So that's some of the colors. As far as some other components, you can go through and insert what we're known as a decal. So that can be done through the insert panel. We can choose decal. I'm going to choose insert for my computer. And I have a logo here that I'm going to bring in. And it wants me to select the face that I wish to put it on. So I'm going to click on the front of the train body there. And here is my decal that I have. So I'm going to reposition it. And I'm going to put the image right here as I go along. So here are just some different things like that. As far as the opacity, I could go through and make that be either as transparent as I would like it to or not. And I could always say to go through and say, okay. And this will put the image or decal it onto the front of the train. So those are some different things that you can utilize, and to be able to go through have some images or anything like that. You could also have some scenarios where I'm going to decal this same image in here as well, but this time you could also do some little bit of information where you go through and you select the curved edge. So there's where what that looks like on the curved face as well. And if you wish to go through, you could also take a look at having, some different text and everything. So let's say I create a sketch based upon, let me go ahead and choose actually to create a tangent plane. So if I click the top of the train body, say OK. Go through and create text. Let's say I want to go through and create this on this method. I can't always go through and flip certain directions of text and everything as such. Change the direction. And let's say here we put in what text I'd like to have. Let's bold it, and I'll say OK. And I can always go through and put my always change a little bit of that as well. Finishing the sketch, let me go ahead and actually delete the decal. So here is my text, and what I can do is I can utilize the emboss command. So the first thing it wants to know, what is the sketch profile? I can choose my text. wants to know what faces, so I can choose the rounded face, and then I can choose whether I want to have it embossed or debossed. So embossed means that it has raised lettering, debossed means that it is engraved, and I can go through and set in what kind of height that I would like, and what you're going to see here is it's going to go through and curve around, and as I say okay, once the text will get out of my vision there's the top of the train going through and showing that. So, and I could always go through and add color to the front of the letters to make it stand out a little bit. But that's a few of the modify tools that you can use to be able to go through, customize your train, and come up with something that looks really creative and very interesting.